Well, from there, we shift our focus to more breaking updates and the latest top story that we are learning. Time is running out for Nimisha Priya, the nurse from Kerala on the death row in Yemen. Nimisha Priya is an Indian nurse who has been in prison in Yemen since the year 2017. She has been facing the trial for the murder of a Yemeni citizen. In the year 2020, she was convicted, and in the year 2023, her death sentence was upheld by Yemen's Supreme Judicial Council. Her execution has been scheduled for July 16th, 2025, that is due in 2 days in Yemen itself. Now, her case is being heard in the Supreme Court of India as well. Nimisha trained to become a nurse and then moved to Yemen in the year 2008 for better prospects. She married Tommy Thomas, who hails from Idiki, in the year 2011. Then the couple returned to the capital city Sana'a, where they had a daughter. She wanted to open her own clinic, but due to the rules of the country, she could not then. She then approached Mahdi, who is a regular at the clinic she used to work at. Nimisha then alleged that Mahdi took a copy of her own wedding photograph and later altered it to make it appear as if they were married. She also accused Mahdi of physically and sexually assaulting her on multiple occasions. Mahdi was repeatedly jailed over Nimisha's complaints and drug addiction charges. Mahdi was reportedly in possession of Nimisha's passport, preventing her from returning to India. In the year 2017 of the month of July, Nimisha injected Mahdi with sedatives in order to retrieve her passport. However, he died of an overdose following that injection. Sambhav Sharma joins me with the latest updates, as it is also a big day in the top court, where the top court bench is also going to hear the plea that is going to argue for on the basis of Nimisha Priya and her family. Sambhav joins me and shares more details. Sambhav.
Yeah, absolutely. The matter is before Justice Vikram Nath and Sandeep Mehta, and is likely to be here this afternoon, because it's a very crucial, going to be very crucial hearing. It is to be seen what the top court says, the bench says, because last time when the matter was mentioned in the Supreme Court on July 10th, that advocate for Nimisha Priya, Subhash Chandran, has said that this is very crucial, very important matter, and said that diplomatic channels all these diplomatic channels need to be explored at the earliest. He also urged the Ministry of External Affairs to get into this, and also different ministries, concerned departments of the government of India, to which the Supreme Court has asked the top legal officials, to there in the next date of hearing, and which is scheduled for today. And the Supreme Court has asked last time for the Attorney General of India to be present, to serve the copy to the Attorney General of India. Now it is to be seen what reply the center will have to file in the Supreme Court, because the hearing is going to be very crucial. Because last time when the hearing happened in the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court has sought the center's opinion in the whole matter. The petition is seeking a direction to the center. So this particular petition is seeking a direction to the central government, government of India, to use all the diplomatic channels to save the of India. Nurse is likely to be executed on July 16th, which is a couple of days from today. It's 14th today, 16th is the date of execution, likely to be executed on July 16th for murder charges. These are grave charges, serious charges. And the matter is in the Supreme Court of India, and the Supreme Court bench of Justice Vikram Nath and Sandeep Mehta will hear the matter in couple of hours, and things will be clear what is the stand of the center. See, Nimisha Priya, who is a 38-year-old nurse from Kerala, was convicted of murdering her Yemeni business partner in 2017. And you were also giving all the backgrounder of this story. And she was sentenced to death in 2020. Her final appeal was rejected in Yemen in 2020. She is currently imprisoned in a jail in Sana'a, which is the capital of Yemen. So these are the details. And a plea has been filed by an organization. The petition in the Supreme Court of India has been filed by an organization called Save Nimisha Priya International Action Council, and which extends legal support to assist Nimisha Priya, and also the petition cited several media reports that state that tentative date for execution of the be fixed for July 16 by the Yemeni administration. So these are the details we have. And it is to be seen what the central government will have to say in the Supreme Court, because Supreme Court has sought the assistance from from the center, and now center will say what it'll have to say, what they have done, especially the Ministry of External Affairs.
All right, Sambhav, thank you very much for the latest updates. Now joining me live on the telecast is my guest, Senior Supreme Court Advocate Mr. Vineet Jindal, on this very matter. Now, Mr. Jindal, appreciate you joining me this morning. Thank you very much for speaking to us. This is a life of a 38-year-old woman who has been caught in a legal and a diplomatic storm. What does it say also about the current state of India's diplomatic relations with Yemen, which the case has come up in the view of the kind of charges that are pressed against Nimisha Priya? The kind of discourse that has been left for her family and the people arguing for her currently in India also remains to be under the complete lens. How do you react right now for the options that are left, because the time is ticking? There are only 2 days left for the execution date. 2 days away from it, what options does in fact she currently upholds here in India? Is there a power left for Indian government and diplomacy channels to also execute now, given that it is just on the end minute?
Look, as far as concern about the legal process and the diplomatic process which has been taken place by the Indian government, and as the one of the petition has been filed in Supreme Court, from the reports we have learned that the Indian government had already been initiating so many things regarding saving the life of Nimisha Priya by placing a advocate over there for Nimisha Priya matter. They have filed an appeal, but appeal has been dismissed. Now the only thing left is diplomatic channel. Even the petition which is filed in Supreme Court, they are asking for placing all the diplomatic channel on their part, seeking direction to Indian government for this purpose only, and also providing the assistance for the Nimisha Priya's family to save her life by providing blood money to the family of that person who has been died over there in Yemen. So there are two specific prayers in that petition, and as far as I am aware, that the Indian government has already been taken so many things over there. They have been communicating and talks with the Yemeni people. But the problem is the Indian government doesn't have any formal relation with the Yemen government. So this is the basic problem. The other thing is till now 1 million, as far the reports has been said, that 1 million blood money has already been offered to the family of that person who has been died over there. But till now they have not accepting and they have not denied anything. So we can say that it is not end till now. Definitely Indian government has doing their part. They are trying to save that family, the life of that lady over there, and I hope the all will go in a good manner, and hopefully the life of that lady should be saved by through the channels of diplomatic things.
Absolutely, Mr. Jindal, as you say that there is hope that's prevailing, but at the same time, what remains to be very concerning is the question that I'm going to circle back, in fact, and focus a bit more on that how much of, in fact, hope does the family also have currently before the execution date is actually coming, as even just 2 days left. The Supreme Court today is going to hear. What all points do you think are going to be very crucial today in the top court before the bench by the group that has also been pursuing the Nimisha's case?
Look, the specific thing which I have to mention here, that Supreme Court doesn't have any judicial power on any jurisdiction over anything in Yemen things. So the only direction which can be given by the Supreme Court to the central government. So in that respect, as the report says, and the government of India itself says, that they have already been initiating so many things and they are trying to resolve this issue and trying their best to save the life of that lady. The problem is the time. You have rightly said that time is very less, and till now they have the Indian government and the family even they have done their best, and they are trying to save that lady. And the only option which I learned about this thing, the legal option there is only the paying blood money. If the family of that person who has been died over there, they have been agreed, then the Nimisha Priya life would be saved. I think the Indian government has been working upon that particular aspect specially, and we hope that this can be work, and the life of that lady could be saved.